Okay. So, I was like, let me find the inn over here and log out. And that was, so, sorry. Anyways.
I am honored.
So yeah, this is the innkeeper. By the way, there was a book right here on the table. It's this here. The Legend of Elun Ahir. As we gather to defend Amir Drasil, we cannot help but recall the tragic fates of world trees past, those lost to sacrifice, to corruption, to flame. Yet there is an ancient tale, some claim it merely a legend, that tells of an earlier world tree that also met a sorrowful fate. Though it lived only a short time, its legacy endures. Long before the first dragons drew breath, Azeroth was conquered by writhing horrors that plummeted from the skies and infested our world. The old gods, how long the reign of their Black Empire lasted, we cannot know. Surely it must have been a time of unimaginable suffering. But at long last there came hope. The brave titan Agramar discovered Azeroth, shining like a beacon in the great dark. As he gazed upon the beauty and power of its slumbering soul, he realized it was imperiled. He told the other members of the Pantheon how the world they sought had been corrupted by the old gods. The Titans gathered to eradicate this dark influence. Seeking to bring hope and healing, our patron titan, Eonar, carried a gift given to her by Elun, a branch of Gahanir, the Mother World Tree, which we had as a resto druid in Legion, if you recall. The Titan believed that the influence of life would drive the darkness away, so she reached down her hand and shaped the soil of Azeroth, planting the branch where it could be fed by river and sky. The branch swiftly grew into a tree, its roots extending deep, deep below the surface. Eonar smiled, for everywhere the roots stretched, new life emerged. She called the tree Elun Ahir, in honor of her great love. When Amanthul saw what Eonar had done, he chided her. "This is not order," he bellowed. "You have infected this world with uncontrolled chaos." The High Father took hold of the World Tree's trunk, and tore it from the earth. Eonar wept bitter tears that rained down upon the resulting crater. But as she peered down upon the sundered earth, the Titan realized a truth she did not share with the High Father. Though he had destroyed the tree, its winding roots still held firm beneath the soil, hidden from Amanthul's gaze. As the forces of the Titans waged war against the Black Empire, Eonar bid her keeper Freya to watch over the crater and nurture the life that blossomed there. Below ground, the roots fed upon the tears of Eonar and grew strong. The war was long, but in the end, the Titans claimed victory, and Eonar was pleased knowing Elun's legacy would endure. It is said that much later, as the world entered a new age, mysterious guardians arrived who dedicated their lives to protecting the roots. But that is a tale for another time. Now let us stand with our allies to defend Amir Drasil, Crown of Harmony. Together we will preserve this symbol of hope, this symbol of the future. So, Keeper of the Renown. The Worthy Ally quest for the new group, the Dream Wardens. Yes, yes, yes. Whisperbloom. Huh. A harvested dream seed cache. Plant dream seeds in the Emerald Dream. The Emerald Dream is about the harmony and balance of nature. For Amir Drasil to bloom, we need a rich variety of plants growing alongside the World Tree. Plant seeds wherever you find fertile soil.
Goddess, watch over you.
Sure. And then, of course, here's the item upgrades guy. Don't have anything to upgrade yet.
The
and of course, here is
to me.
the person that's like, hey, here's where you can trade in some of those things for me.
Be true.
By the way, here's the Night Elf Armorer, in case you forgot about her. You know, from back in Darnassus, excuse me. Hey, it's Moonberry!
Oh, this should be interesting.
Another incredible find! This half of a spark of dreams could prove useful in your crafting endeavors if you could unite it with a sister piece, set out in search of another splintered spark of dreams, and combine them. Alright, here's the new splintered spark that we'll need for crafting.
What fun you're about
That's
to
good to
have.
know. By the way, apparently my guildmates are already, I re-logged out, and some of these things are now popping up as world quests here. But they're already doing like the new thing here. Not that, but the, what was it? The, this thing here, the Super Bloom thing. To get the cash. And they're already getting some decent stuff out of it. Like, they're getting some 447 pieces of gear from this. One of them also apparently already got a mount. Hold on. There it is. This thing. From the Dreamseed cache. So...
What would you ask of me?
Tyrande has gone to investigate the Druids of the Flame, learn more about their purpose in the Emerald Dream, and identify their leaders. How could Night Elves and Dream Denizens turn to the Flame? I'm confident that you and Tyrande can find the answer. Yeah, I have a feeling I know why. But I'll wait and see if they answer it. Varrock's forces have already set their plans in motion. We are one step behind, and we need to catch up quickly if we are to properly protect Amirdrasil. While you were on your way here, we received word of suspicious-looking figures entering one of the nearby barrow dens. Tyrande already went to investigate. Seek her out and lend her your aid.
Rest well.
Hello, Rathian.
It seems our fates
Oh, it's nice to see you again,
intertwined.
champion.
Azeroth faces many threats.
Ooh, I like her title, The Frozen Heart. Varrock's assault in the Emerald Dream must be stopped. So, I can already tell you guys this, and I'm only like a chapter into the new book. Basically, the first chapter focuses on way back in time when the aspects were first literally like becoming like associated with the Keepers and embracing their order magic and then getting the, making their vow to protect Azeroth. And we're also seeing it from the perspective of Viranoth when she's invited to Valdrakken when it's like a brand new city. And she is not really happy about all of this. Like, the whole thing just gives her bad vibes. She feels like they are giving up too much of who they are as dragons to submit to these titans and such. And it just really does not sit well with her. And she is also not wanting all that stuff to be forced upon other dragons against their will. And the first chapter of the book, she basically says to Alexstrasza she wants her to vow that she would never force that upon a dragon against their will.
We shall.
And Alexstrasza is like, yeah, sure. Here's the Super Bloom thing.
Farewell.
And there's the cache.
Thank you for your time.
So, like I said, this is like the new Time Rift thing, which you can see that this is going to be happening pretty soon here. What did I just pick up? Oh. Pulling out a wheat. Derp. Anyways. So she asks her to make that vow, and she does. She says, like, I swear I will never do that. Oh, hey, this is where I can, Ooh. Okay, so you find those things and then you can kind of, contribute there. Okay. And so she has her she makes that vow to Viranoth. Then it turns out Tyr, at the time, who is also, like, there to kind of solidify their new oath, suggests that that Alexstrasza start using the order magic that the Titans gave them on some of their new eggs of the various different dragonflights, like kind of like help spread that magic to them. Oh, hey, look at that. I actually just got a couple of these Drake Dreaming Crests. That's cool. And some other stuff here, which I think, yep, they went here. Okay, some crafting stuff. This is apparently going to be starting in 4 minutes. So it looks like I'm heading all the way over here. for the next part of the story of the campaign. I want to show you guys the campaign, but at the same time I also want to kind of show off some of this new stuff, especially since it's going to be starting soon. So basically the chapter where I stopped in the book at the moment is she's already now conflicted because she doesn't like the idea of forcing unborn dragons in their eggs to have the Titans order magic, especially after she's already made this vow to Viranoth. And I can kind of see where it's like, oh, okay, I can see what's going to happen here. And so she even, like, gets a private meeting with the council, of the aspects, just the aspects, to talk about this. And, yeah, what's interesting is it's already portraying Neltharion as this guy who liked to challenge Alexstrasza in conversations and bring forth questions and conversations that would challenge something and make them have discussions about things. All right, I'm going to be devil's advocate here. I'm going to bring forth these questions to kind of challenge this. It's kind of interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing how they have add more characterization such to some of these characters we've known about, but I've never really gotten to see that much of them. Your arrival is timely, Demon Hunter. I require another set of hands.
Do not lose faith.
It seems that the Druids of the Flame wasted no time in seeking to expand their influence. Deep within these barrow dens, some manner of corruption has taken root. It will spread if left unchecked, consuming the entire den before expanding outwards to threaten the rest of the dream. Time is short, Dreadneeks. Delve into the barrow and seek out the sources of the spreading flame and excise them before the smoldering embers can grow and spread.
The Kaldorei will endure.
The flame did not yet take root here on a whim. No doubt there are servants of the Firelands cloistered within, trying to spread their flame to the creatures that reside within these barrows. We must do what we can to save those who can still be saved, and mete out swift justice to the heretics that lurk within.
Elune, light your way.
The Druids of the Flame may be traitors to the dream, but they still possess the requisite knowledge to cross into it. No doubt that is why Farok has made allies with them. I will remain here and tend to any wounded that you send me. The safety of the barrow's denizens must come first. Take care. These fanatics are as dangerous and unpredictable as the flames they seek to spread. Wow. Tyrande just told a member of the Horde to take care. I'm just pointing that out. Now, hold on. Ah! Ah! It hurts! It burns! Ah!
So you've arrived at last. I had hoped to meet you before things began in earnest.
You did? Apparently, my exploits as a champion has already spread to these Druids of the Flame.
I need to target something first.
Oh, hey! Cool. They did say they were adding customization options for our Netherwing Drake here. Because for the longest time, he has not had any customization options. Now they added some in this patch. So that's cool.
I'm out of range. I don't have a target.
Oh, by the way, I realized this was another change I forgot about. They added some other stuff baseline for Demon Hunter that you don't have to talent into anymore. For example, now Fell Eruption and Sigil Flame are both baseline, and so is Demonic Appetite. So these are now baseline for Demon Hunter, especially Havoc, which is great. I hated having, in fact, I wasn't even actually talenting into those because I wanted other stuff. But now they're just here. Now I've got both Chaos Nova and Fell Eruption because now it's baseline. So now I have both my single target and AoE stuns, which is great. Triple Spiked Crest. Alright, already another customization option for my Netherwing Drake. Wonderful. Got a Blood Elf Fury Warrior here. And we're just, I'm just gonna run with this pair like, hey, let's do this together.
Unassuming adventurer, free to act as you please. We were free once, unbound by the fetters of mortality. Perfect beings, blessed by the world's stewards.
I need a target.
Oh, hey, it's a Volpura Mistweaver?
We could find that world again, if you wished. An unending world, preserved in flame.
There you are.
There you are. I was
That's what I just
beginning
said.
to think you had lost your way. I need to get closer.
You've set an entire barrow ablaze! What madness is this?
Teldrassil opened my eyes to the truth. We cannot save our people through force of will alone, Night Warrior.
Our people have seen enough forests burn, Norana. Whatever these fanatics promised you, it is not worth the toll the Firelands would exact.
I have simply promised these fanatics the birthright they are due. The fire will return to us, the eternity that your draconic keepers continue to hoard for themselves.
Wait, Norana, I knew Norana once, champion. I hesitated. It will not happen again. Join me on the surface, and we will attempt to track her down.
Okay, then. You have my thanks, Andithor. Worry not. We will track them down. Ah, he looks a little different. I wonder if all that time in the mall with Sylvanas, I don't know, gave him a little bit of a different color scheme? I'm just saying, he's colored differently than I remember. Unless this is a different owl than I'm thinking of. Maybe she has more than one. I don't know. I also know that he was apparently the one that delivered the message of Sylvanas' final words, if you were able to get that from being a loyalist, but whatever.
Ishnu Allah.
Norana Morninglight. She was an initiate at the Temple of the Moon in Darnassus. In the years following the birth of Teldrassil, she was always such a kind, quiet soul. I thought her dead. Instead, she now walks amongst the Druids of the Flame. I wonder if I went back to the starting zone if she would be there. That would be cool. To be like, oh, there she is!
Heed the voice of Elune.
These are not Fandral Staghelm's Druids of the Flame. To think that someone as kind and compassionate as Norana would count herself amongst them. We may never truly understand the depth of the scars left by the fallen bowels of Teldrassil.
There is a time for patience, and a time
Not a
for
day goes
action.
by where I do not mark the memories of those that fell at Teldrassil, consumed by a fire that I could not quell. Be they Kaldorai or Dryad, I will never again let the circles of the anguish go unanswered. Not while I still draw breath.
We will fight to protect
Andithor tells me of smoke rising from a grove to the west. Norana's new allies are not exactly the subtle sort. I do not care what her motivations are. I will not allow her to set another inch of this land ablaze. Ride for the western groves. However the Druids of the Flame plan to seek their so-called rebirth, we will do all we can to stop them.
Our foes will know our fury.
Andethor tells me that the Druids of the Flame have claimed a grove to the west. No doubt this is where our quarry lurks. I like how she does the thing to get her mount out. Make haste! Every moment we delay provides the Zealots another chance to spread their burning ground. Okay, what's this thing where my mount all of a sudden is like... Is that this mount's thing? It kind of goes like into this kind of invisible thing when it's going fast?
In her light, all truths are revealed.
Well, looks like they've made themselves at home. Norana, you were always such a kind and quiet soul. To think that you would help spur something so foul. There is much to be done.
Elune, light your way.
When Fandral died, I thought we had seen the last of the Druids of the Flame. These zealots seem different somehow, though the source of their power and the threat they pose to the world are similar enough.
We will fight.
We allowed ourselves to be distracted. We thought the Druids of the Flame had followed us into the dream, when clearly they arrived before we did. With the Mirdrasil so close at hand, we cannot allow them to plant their ashen roots here. Release their prisoners, ransack their supplies, do whatever you can to ensure this burning corruption does not spread further.
Our foes will know.
The Druids of the Flame will not allow you to proceed unfettered once your intentions here become clear. They are my kin, my brothers and sisters under Elune, but they seek to undo all that we have toiled for. Their machinations would condemn countless lives to an all-consuming inferno. I won't allow it. We cannot allow it. Disrupt the rituals, destroy their supplies. If they raise their blades against you, then cut them down.
Do not lose faith.
Mortality. Is that truly what this is about? Is that the lie that these zealots have sold them? My people have suffered so much. I will not allow these sycophants to sell them a seeming eternity built upon a burning pyre of innocent lives. Disrupt their camp and break their ranks. I will seek out their leader and show them how foolish it is to tempt the ire of Elune. Well. Nice place. Oh, I want to hop on my druid and see how his new... By the way, you can customize your moon conform, and I'm curious how that's going to affect my... Oh, look at that! Oh, it looks so good! Now, I've heard that Feral is actually going to be really good in this patch. Which is funny because I have struggled playing Feral. But I do love that fire cat form. And now it's been upgraded to look even better. Look at that. Oh, that looks so cool. That's going to make using the cat form even more fun. It's amazing how getting a really cool looking form can all of a sudden just kind of enhance your enjoyment of something. That was kind of the case of when I got my werebear form, all of a sudden playing Guardian Druid just became more fun. BOE! Ooh, another Nether Drake customization. They're dropping everywhere. Gosh, getting all these seeds, it's reminding me of back in Shadowlands, which this character was part of the Night Fae. You know the Dream Grove, the Grove Conservatory that you had to mess with as part of the Night Fae? So you had to plant those seeds? That's what this reminds me of.
I need to target something first.
Yeah, fire scorpion. No thanks. Okay, well that's done. Now I just gotta free a few more prisoners. There's one. And there's two more right there. There we go. You are safe. Good. The denizens that you rescued are burned and bruised, but they should survive thanks to your efforts.
We are the children of Elune.
Even as warped by flames as they are, these druids have not forgotten the way to the dream. It will be difficult to keep them out entirely. Still, without a proper base of operations, they will struggle to expand their influence. Your deeds today will help ensure Midrasil's safety against this spreading fire.
There is a time for patience, and a time for action.
To think, after all we have been through, that any druid would dare try to warp the dream in such a way. Ugh, these druids are an affront to the suffering that the Kaldori have endured.
The Kaldori will endure.
You've arrived just in time. Norana lurks just beyond the ridge. She appears to be taking part in some manner of ritual alongside a man who appears to be their leader. Wait, over there or over here? These are powerful druids, and their strength is amplified by their ties to the Firelands. Taking the blade to all of them at once would be foolish. Still, the least we can do is disrupt their ritual. If we send them scattering, we buy ourselves time and an opportunity to press the advance elsewhere.
Heed the voice of Elune. It is my honor to serve.
While you were disrupting their camp, Andethor took the liberty of discerning Norana's location. She stands with the so-called Prophet of the Flame, just beyond the terrace. We have a chance to behead this foul serpent, and I intend to take it. Whatever ritual they seek to invoke, we must put a stop to it. We do not have much time. Speak to me when you are ready to strike. Let's do it.
Do not lose faith. Heed the voice of...
Behold, I bless you with the embers of Ragnaros. We must ensure Varrock makes way for the new Fire Lord. A crown of flame will reign over Azeroth. You all have seen the destruction caused by Tyrande.
She refused to join us in the restoration of our people's immortality.
These lies poison my people against me.
She would bring a tree of death into the world, condemning the Kaldori to the Shadowlands.
Traitors! Apostates! This madness ends here!
Nice, Tyrande. Nice. Alright, so now I have to go ahead and try and save Tyrande.
I need to get closer.
Really, the feathers? Come, we regroup with the denizens you saved. Apparently that was supposed to be Sylvanesh. Lol. What was that going to be, a recreation of the fight from Firelands? We're going to get a lot of Firelands callbacks in here.
The goddess gives me strength.
This so-called prophet purports to represent the interests of the Kaldorai, but I see him plain enough. He craves power, and he exploits the fear and suffering of the Kaldorai to claim it. His work must not continue, not while I yet draw breath. We've done all we can here for now. We must return to Yggdrasil.
The Kaldorai will endure.
The Druids of the Flame are nothing more than allies of convenience to Farak and his ilk. Nevertheless, they present a dire threat to the well-being of Yggdrasil, to say nothing of the rest of the dream. The victory we earned here today was hard-fought, but it only served to stem the tide. No doubt the prophet and the priestess have already reunited with their erstwhile allies. We should return to Marithra. She needs to know of this.
There is a time for patience, and a time for action.
Though it pains me to say so, I understand these zealots have swayed so many of my... I have to look down here. So many of my people to their cause. The Kaldorai have suffered time after time, tragedy after tragedy. The Druids of the Flame promised them relief, purity, salvation. But it is a lie. We cannot burn away the scars we have suffered. They will forever be a part of us. We must return to Yggdrasil. Our fight is not over. Not while Farak yet remains to threaten in all we have worked for. That line she just said, we can't burn away our scars that we've suffered. They will forever be a part of us. That sounds like something Illidan would say. And I have a feeling she's probably thinking to herself, my goodness, I actually am starting to sound like Illidan. And boy, if Illidan was here, I could just picture the smirk on his face hearing her say something like that. Remember, this is the guy who said, I am my scars! Of course, the line I also remembered was one of the only good moments of Star Trek V when Kirk said...
Druids of the Flame seek to bolster their ranks.
When Kirk said, I don't want to lose my pain, I need my pain! Look, that's not a good movie, but there were like maybe 2 things that were actually good about it. And a couple of good lines. That was one of them. The other, of course, was Kirk saying, what does God need with a starship?
Tell me of your dreams.
I'm glad to see you return. Would that I could bid you a moment to rest for all the hard work you've done. Unfortunately, we've no luxury. Where one flame falters, another flares in response. Yggdrasil remains in danger.
If Farak's aim is to take the tree, why is he holding back? And why place his troops so far from his goal?
Farak craves power. The power to subjugate. Whatever he is planning, it is a means to this end.
We must go, observe his soldiers, and learn what they are up to.
But Queen Alexstrasza, I must...
Farak is my responsibility now.
Let's go ahead and turn this in. Ooh! Hello? Huh. Got another splintered spark of dreams. And I've got a 441 chest, which can get upgraded quite a bit.
I will do my duty.
There's a number of these things that can actually get upgraded.
Good health to you.
This is the chest piece I've currently got, another 447.
What brings you here? It is a world of wonders.
Gotcha.
Until next time. There is much
In the
to
meantime...
discover.
Some of those can be upgraded, so I'll hold on to them for now. Hey, Moonberry.
Well, well. What do we have here?
Ooh.
Such witty
And now she gives me a couple more. Or another one. Spark of Dreams. Can use it to make a 450 to 463 item as dream crafted. Ooh. I'll have to confer with my
There is much to be done.
guildmates to see about when we're able to actually upgrade some of these items. I've got 447, so this is not very helpful for me. Actually, a lot of these aren't, because I've already got really high gear, so...
Fair skies and strong winds.
Not going to waste flight stones on those things. I will keep that for now, and I'll hold on to that for now as well.
And strong winds.
Until I can find out about people being able to get what they need to make those crafted pieces.
Time is short.
We need to uncover exactly... Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and cut off here. And when we return, we will talk to Viranoth about what to do next. Stay tuned.